Здравейте!
Здравейте!
Hello, hi! Така, добър вечер! Здравейте на всички! Както ви казахме, днес ще имаме специални гости и се надявам да имате по-обща представа за това с какво се сблъскват те, когато разглеждат кандидатури на наши студенти, да почерпите информация, но също така и да изисквате такава, ако някъде нещо е останало неразбрано. Можете да задавате конкретни въпроси за проектите, които искате да включите за вашата специалност, като сега всъщност давам думата на Валентина Торичели, която е регионален менеджер на НАБА и е нашия пряк контакт в академията, когато изпращаме вашите кандидатури. От друга страна, Микеле Корадини е този, който всъщност оценява, разглежда портфолията и преподава в академията. Надявам се срещата да бъде полезна за вас. Чувствайте се свободни да задавате своите въпроси, разбира се, на английски език. Аз и Йоана също сме тук на разположение. Ако някой се притеснява директно да зададе своя въпрос, може да го напише в чата ни и след това ние ще го прочетем на гостите ни. Валентина, thank you so much for being with us tonight. We have a lovely group of very active and active students. So I believe they will have questions that maybe you can help solving any problem or any doubt. And of course, Michele, for you the same. So me and Joanna will be here. If there is anything, let us know. Thank you. Thank you for being with us.
Okay. Hi, Petya. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hi, Michele. So actually, just a quick introduction from myself, and then I will leave the stage to Michele, who will hold the session for the portfolio preparation. So as Petya said, my name is Valentina. I'm the area manager for Europe region at NABA. So basically, I take care about the enrollment of international students at NABA coming from Europe. And I just want to remind you that, of course, portfolio is one of the main requirements for application application for a bachelor actually into any art and design academy and at NABA as well. So we will try today to give you some tips about the portfolio preparation, and especially Michele Corradini. He's the course leader of our Bachelor in Fashion Design. But even if he's focused, his main area of study is fashion, he will give tips that are quite, and advices that are quite open and general. I would like also to invite you just here, if you can see, to join our pre-admission sessions that we are going to organize together with the Skylines. That will be from 9 to the 13th of December online. So you can basically get your portfolio review. We can review your portfolio together and get your pre-admission result during this session. So are a great occasion to start your admission procedure, and also to be on time and grab the early enrollment scholarship we have ongoing until January 16th. So that's actually all from my side. I will leave the stage to Michele. Thank you, Michele, for being here with us. And of course, Joanna and Petja also will help you with all the admission procedure and also question about that. Thank you.
Thank you, Valentina, for your introduction. Hi, Petja. It's always a pleasure to see you. Hi, Joanna. Hi, and welcome to everyone. Guys, my first request, if possible, is to turn on the camera so we can see each other face to face. It's easier for everyone, if you want, if you can. That said, I'm Michele Corradini. As Valentina and Petja said, I'm the course leader of the BA in fashion design. So the person in charge of being sure that your path in NABA is fruitful and all the educational objectives are reached by the end of your journey, and you will be ready to enter the professional field or an higher level of education. As Valentina said, everything I'm going to tell you is refer to my experience in the fashion education, but all the suggestions that I'm going to give you will be applicable to all the creative connected path of education. So you can use it to develop your portfolio for design, for photography, for communication, for media, and they will work for all of this field. I'm going to share with you my presentation. Here it is. You should see it correctly.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So let's start this presentation. I'm going to introduce you to this idea of portfolio. So whenever I have to start a project, I start looking around for a definition for this kind of project in order to understand what I have to do. Speaking about portfolio, if you Google around, you can find definition that look similar to this one. The selected group of work that is presented to a potential client by a professional or as a sample, as an example of his style and his skills. This sentence for me is really important because it highlights everything that has to be in your portfolio. We are speaking about selected group of work. Selected is a word that you are going to hear a lot today because for me, the selection is the fundamental element of a portfolio. You can't show everything and you can't be able to do everything. So it's fundamental that you define and you select what are your highlights, what are the most representative skills and element that you have to show who you are as designer, as professional, that people that want to be professional. Second and third word, style and skills. A portfolio is needed in order to understand what you can do and how you do it in your personal way. So to summarize, we can have a look at the portfolio as a book of stories, a book of your stories, identifying your project as something that tells something about you. And the portfolio can be a self-portrait using your work. So will give us an image of who you are as designer, not as person, and that is fundamental. Never forget that your portfolio is needed in order to evaluate your work, and you are not your work. That said, what I'm looking into a portfolio when I have to evaluate it. First point, quality. I want to see something that has a feeling that it represents the quality of your work. So not just quantity. I don't need to see 30 different projects. I want to see less project and more quality. Professionality in the way that you can show us what you can do in a good way, in a professional way. I want to see skills. I want to see what you can do, and what you are good at. And then I want to see personality. I want to see why you are different from all the other potential student, and why you can seen as a designer, a creative. So what makes you special? In order to do that, I try to highlight 10 rules to support you into making your portfolio. The first rule is there is no universal rules, and that is fundamental. There is not a recipe that works for everyone, because we are speaking about creativity, and every one of you is different from the other. So what I can give you are advice that will help you and support you in order to make a portfolio, highlighting the most important element that has to be present and that you have to think about while you're making your portfolio. The second advice is always keep in mind that it's just a portfolio. And this is fundamental. Remember that you're going to spend your life making new portfolios because you're going to grow. And while you're growing, your way of being a designer and way to be a creative will grow with you. So don't worry too much. This portfolio will represent you in this moment, but maybe will not be useful in 1 year, in 2 years. So you will have to remake it and rethink it. It's normal. So being an element that will have a short life, will not last forever, don't lose too much time in doing your portfolio. It's better to work on your project than just to show them. Third point, the key of a good portfolio is the selection of the project. Again, this word selection. It's as I said, in order to show quality, I don't need to see too much project, 10 project, 15 project. It's better to have a small amount of project that can represent you in a consistent way in order to understand who you are, how you think, how you see world, and how you see creativity, the creativity matter. Third point, highlight your strength. It's impossible to be good at everything, and it's okay. You have to embrace it. Show what you can do better. You are great in drawing, show a lot of drawing. You are great in taking pictures, show a lot of picture. You are amazing and you love to make research, highlight your research. It's fundamental to show you at best. If you are in the opposite way, you are not good at sketching, okay, highlight the research, highlight the final result, and just show a little amount of sketches that are needed in order to understand all the process of your thought. But don't feel that you have to show everything, because it's impossible to be a top at everything. Variety. Show different projects, show the fact that you have an identity as designer, as professionals, creative, as people that like to create. But remember not to focus just on one way of doing that. It's too early to be so settled. So try to experiment and show different nuance. Try to be not repetitive, because you are going to review your portfolio now in order to enter a school, but in the future in order to find a job. If start to look at your portfolio and find that the first project, the second project, the third project look almost the same, they're going to close the portfolio and go on with the new person, because they want to see that you are able to be applied in different situations. The project must be presented at best. That sounds silly as sentence, I know, but sometimes when you're focused on showing everything you have to show, you don't pay attention to all the details. So look at everything you're going to put in your portfolio. Look at the images. They have to be good image, well shot with the right lighting, in the right resolution. If you're going to print, make some rehearsal. If the print show different or strange colors, reprint it, because the person that's going to evaluate you just have the possibility to see what you're going to show them. If you're going to show something that has no detail, they are going to think that you are not able to do that, while maybe you are, and you will not have a second chance to think their point of view. So look wisely at what you are going to show. Pay attention to the picture, for example, that you want to show. Look at the elements in the picture. Pay attention that distraction elements are not present. An example that all the students that want to enter in fashion, in a fashion school does, it's taking picture of their garment in a busy or messy environment, maybe on a mannequin in their room, for example, and they don't look what is around the garment. So maybe I can see a cat, I can see a mess around, I can see the lighting, the switch of the electricity, of the lighting in the room. So pay attention, place and create an image, because you're not just presenting the garment, you're presenting an idea. So use the environment in order to convey your idea. And the same can be said for design. For example, I made a prototype that I want to show. Pay attention at where you are shooting that. If you want to have a clean, you want to have a white background, remember that everything has to be white and everything has to be clean. If you want to have a urban idea, place it in a urban place, and remember to look at every element of the picture. 8 point, the container is secondary to the content. So your portfolio, it's important. The graphical element is important. The structure is important. What is more important are the content that you're going to show in the portfolio. 9 point, think of the portfolio as a tool. You're going to use your portfolio to present yourself. In some situation, you are going to be present, and you will be you have the possibility to speak about your work with your portfolio. But in a lot of other situations, you are not able to do it. So you have to be sure that portfolio can speak by itself for your work, and that can present you at best. Last point, the tone of your portfolio should represent you. So pay attention to all the elements, to all the aspects of design, because if I see that you pay attention of things, I can understand that you are a person that think about details, about elements, and that have a complete idea of your design process. That said, so keeping in mind all these elements that we have to think about while making a portfolio, let's see how to make a portfolio physically. So first step is to select and gather the content. We are not starting with the shape of the portfolio. We start from the project that we want to present. When you will be when you will have to create your portfolio for a job interview, for example, so when you are going to have a lot of different projects, you will be able to select them. So you can look at all the projects that you have made and say, okay, this is a great project. I want to show it. This, I like it, but maybe it has to be reworked. It's not ready to be presented. Let's leave it out. And in order to do that, you have to collect everything you have. Collect all everything you have drawn, everything you have made, everything you have shot, in order to be able to see everything and say, okay, I have a lot of things about this project. I want to present it. Maybe I need something more for this one, and I can add elements, or maybe it's not enough what I have for this, I leave it out. Collect everything, scan everything, so you will be scan or take picture of everything, so you are able to work digitally on it. review. So watch them again and be sure that they are at the right point. Organize them. So build a process, build a thought behind that in order to tell the story behind the process, from the concept till the visualization, and select no more than 5 to 6 projects. In this moment that you are going to apply for a BA, if you are going to apply for a BA, even 3 projects are okay. Later, if you want to apply for a Master of Art, 5 to 6 projects are perfect, and the same for a job interview. What do you need for each project? You need a title. You need a name that identifies the project, so you can be able to speak about it when you're going to speak with the person that is going to review you. List the credits. Who did it? You by yourself, you with a group, it was a school project or a self-made project. Did you do it for a brand or not? Always highlight the team that worked on that project. Try to write a small brief, a concept, a description that can help the person that is going to look at the portfolio to understand what he or she is going to look at. It doesn't have to be didascalic. You can give an idea of what the project is and let the picture speaks for you. But let's use it like a starting point to describe the project. Show the research. How, after your initial idea, you have defined the theme that you want to present. Show mood boards that give a visual idea of your thought. Show sketches in order to show how you develop this idea. Show the process, for example, for a collection, show how you worked on the sketches, how you work on the fabrics, how you work on making the final output, and then the final output. I'm going to show you the collection or the prototypes for design or the poster for communication, for example, the final movie for media. Don't show just the final output, because it will, if you give me a name and just the final output, it will be just a matter of I like it, I don't like it. But what I'm looking at is to understand the process behind it, the mental process, the research process, in order to understand the consistency in all the steps that you have built in order to reach the final point. Second point is to make research. Go to bookshop, go to library, open magazine, find a physical element that can be inspiration for your portfolio, and look at them from a graphic point of view. Look at them in order to understand how a hierarchy is built inside the page, how title and images work together, the kind of typography that is used, the kind of color, the structure of the page, how it's made, in order to find inspiration to build your portfolio. It's always a portfolio, even digital, is something that is similar to a book. So the better way to do it is to look at real book, real magazines that can think about a layout for our portfolio. Third point, highlight your book. So before building the portfolio, start to build the pages. Imagine how you want your title to be shown on the page, how the brief is shown, how's the image. I want just to show full page images, or I want to show always small picture, a lot of small picture. Try to build a layout that represent your thought, and then take all the content that you have gathered here in the first point and place it into your layout. So you are going to build a structure that can help you to show all the project in the same way, in a consistent way. How to select the order to show your project? First of all, this is your portfolio, this is you, so show who you are. Start with a short presentation, maybe a picture of you, or if you don't want to show your face, you can place a drawing, a picture, a sketch that you have made that represents you, and show a small bio. So where do you come from? What did you study? Where did you study? What do you want to be? Second point, an index, a bullet point with all the project that you're going to present. And then remember to show what you can do. You have presented yourself, then you have to say what I can do. Show your skills. Show the process, not just the final product, as I said. So show the steps in order to reach the final point. And please divide the project. Be sure that it's immediately understandable when a project ends and when a new project starts. It's always strange when you can't understand what's going on. And when you reach the final point, show the contact. I've lived through your portfolio. I liked your work. I want to contact you. Show me your contact. Your contact can be your email, your phone number, can be your social account if you use them in a professional way. So if you use your portfolio just to show, your social media just to show your daily life, your cat, you going around with friends, better not to show them. But if you use your social media in order to present your point of view, you take picture each single day in order to show how you see life, how you see design, that's a good point to show to the person that want to get in contact with you. So place your social media. How to choose the order of the project that you want to show? Always remember that the first project is the strong one. Don't wait, don't lose time. So create an immediate attention to you. Then you can show maybe smaller project or less show-stopping project, then to go back to projects that are really strong and really representative. Remember to work on consistency. Remember that you have to show yourself at best. So, for example, you want to present older project, and in the past you didn't draw so well, and now you have empowered your way of drawing. Rework them. Redraw the draw that you have taken in the past in order to match your aesthetic now and to be consistent. The same for picture, the same for prototypes. So don't think that if a project is closed in the past, it's closed forever. You can take it again out and reapply the skills that you have. The choice you make in building your portfolio should be interesting and should tastefully reveal who you are and how you get in relationship with the world. That means that your portfolio speaks for you. Your portfolio represents your aesthetic and your way of designing. The portfolio should speak by itself. You shouldn't be you shouldn't be sorry. You should be not there, and still the portfolio should speak for you. Last point in our steps to create a portfolio is to export and print. Always check your export and always check your print. So be sure that if you want to send it, for example, because you want to make a digital portfolio, that your portfolio is not too heavy. Try to stay between 10 and 15 megabyte, so you're sure that you can attach to an email, and the person that is going to receive it directly. If you're going to print, be sure that all the image, all the text is, everything is perfect. Nothing is blurred, nothing is in the wrong color or misaligned. Everything has to be as you have thought it on your computer. This is an additional thing that you can have beside your portfolio. So your portfolio can be part of a brand that you can build in order to highlight you and highlight your identity. It can be mixed with an idea of a logo, of a business card, of a CV, of a tote bag, of some stickers, all elements that you can use in order to build an identity around you, connected with your portfolio. For example, your logo can be on the cover of your portfolio. Your CV can be a layout similar to the one of your portfolio. The tote bag can have the same color that you're going to use in your portfolio and your CV. So all these elements come together in order to build consistency and to build the idea that you can have a complete idea of you and your work. Sorry. Another option, maybe in the future when you're going to have a lot of projects, is to have different kind of portfolio. Have a digital portfolio, which is a lighter version, maybe just one page for each single project. Something light that can be sent to for an interview for a job. Something that stimulates the interest of the person that has to evaluate you. Then you can have a printed version, which is a bigger version, and it's a tool that can help you in order to speak about you and about the project when you're going to be in person, because the person that receives your digital portfolio want to have an interview with you. You can have a website that can be something that has a more frequent and more simple way to be updated. You can you can present all the project there, and people can scan through it, can find the project that you want. Remember that when you're going to show your portfolio will not be okay for all the person that you're going to see. Will not be good for all the brand that you're going to meet, or for all the job position. Always speaking to the fashion designer, maybe if you want to work in the fashion as a fashion designer, you're going to develop a portfolio. But if you want to sit a textile position, you have to build a different portfolio that highlight other skills. So you can have more than one portfolio for the interviews, and then you can have your website where you show everything. And then you can use social media in order to build an image around you, build and show your way of looking at creativity and looking at the world and the people around you. So making a step back, let's remember what I want to see in your portfolio. I want to see quality project, quality images, quality texts, quality in a way of build a container for your great project. I want to see professionality. I want you to look at everything and think about the details of what you're doing. I want to see skills. I want to see what you can do and what you can do good. And personality. I want to see your point of view. I want to see why you are different from everything that is around you. Some important sentence that I hope will help you. Be smart. Be smart in the choice that you make for your portfolio. Be smart in what you want to show, because you, again, don't have to show everything. Select, select, select. Don't show everything. Don't show what things that are not good or things that doesn't represent you now. And don't be boring. Make viewers smile is the best way to get in touch with them. Last thing, remember that you use your portfolio to speak about yourself, but you are not your work. So you, when someone is going to evaluate you, are not going to evaluate you as person, but they are going to evaluate your work and what you do. Thank you, guys. I hope I helped, and I will be here if you have questions about how to make a portfolio.
Thank you, Michele. It was a lovely sum up of everything that we have been talking about during our course. So I just want to ask you, being the one who is evaluating the portfolios, are you also reading the motivation letters of the applicants?
Absolutely.
Yes.
The motivational letter is fundamental as a portfolio because that gives us an idea of on what is based the passion for the work that they want to enter, because all the creative connected job need a lot of passion, because they will not be easy to find, to pay, and to maintain and to work in, and you have to be driven by an interest that is strong. So for us, it's fundamental to understand how you inform yourself, for example, about fashion in my case, or about the other areas for the other BA, and what interests you, what moves you, and why do you think that you are ready to enter a world like this?
One more question, again, related to the motivational letter and the portfolio. You said that you need a short bio in the beginning of the portfolio, so you know whose projects you are looking at. So what would you suggest for the students? How much part of the introduction, who am I? Like, my name is Petty, I'm from Sofia, studying there, to be included in the motivation letter? And what exactly to be in the portfolio in this short bio that they are putting? And if the portfolio is built on a certain theme, let's say that we have one theme that we want to recreate in different projects, should we use this short information on why we decided to choose this theme and things like that? How would you suggest to build this about me page, let's say?
So the about me should be really brief. So 3, 4 lines, no more than that. Who you are, where do you come from, what you want to be in the future. Really, really quick. When you're going to grow and you're going to apply for a job position, maybe you can highlight there your past experience. Where did you study? Where did you work? What was your position for that work? Right now, 2, 3, 4 lines enough. Explain more in your motivational letter. So be brief here and then take time in the motivational letter. If you choose to work on a specific theme for all the project, make a specific page for that. So don't mix with your brief, with your bio. Again, you are not your work. So use a specific page in order to say, to develop my portfolio, I choose this theme and I want to delve into it in order to present myself. Present the theme and present how you delve into it.
leave the mic to the students, so if they have questions, but of course, I would like to ask you some more things. So I'm just muting myself and give them the possibility to talk to you.
Wonderful. Don't worry, guys. Any question is absolutely okay. Even something that I've already said, but you didn't understand. So I'm here.
Hello, I would like to ask about that review that you can review the portfolios of students. How can I admission or like participate in it?
The portfolio review that Valentina just announced. I will speak to Bulgarian. I hope you don't mind, Michele.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Това е нещо, което беше като изненада за вас, така че Микеле не е напълно запознат в нашите дела и нещата, които можем да направим за вас. Ще помоля всеки, който има интерес, утре да се обади на Йоана, за да може тя да му даде повече информация, но това е главно за учениците в 12-ти клас.
Кое, че не разбрах?
Имаме, не знам дали си се включила, Маги, в началото на срещата ни. Валентина Торичели даде информация за така наречената портфолио ревю сесия, в която вие може да, ако сте събрали всички документи за кандидатстване и портфолиото ви е готово, да организираме индивидуална среща с Валентина, която да разгледат напълно вашата кандидатура плюс портфолиото. Ако то е достатъчно добро, да ви издаде документ, с който да потвърждава, че тя е направила първата среща с вас и ви приема за прием в програмата, така че admission отдела да го има предвид и по-лесно да бъдете и по-бързо приети. Или ако нещо в портфолиото не е достатъчно, не е напълно ясно, да ви даде нейни насоки, коментари, върху които вие да работите, така че да успеете в срок за отстъпката от 10% да подадете вашите документи. Надявам се да стана по-ясно.
Извинете, това ако го има в смисъл, това ще го има ли също за ранното кандидатстване?
За ранното кандидатстване. В смисъл, ранното кандидатстване има определен срок до 11 януари. Това, което ще направим ние като индивидуални срещи, ще бъде в периода 9-13 декември за НАБА.
Аз не разбрах за тези срещите, за които до сега ми обяснихте. Реално не разбрах кога ще се случват и как да кажем, че искаме да се случат.
От 9 до 13 декември ще се случват срещите, като който иска да се запише, просто трябва да ми пише предварително и съответно да ми изпрати документите за кандидатстване. Абсолютно целият списък с документи за кандидатстване, които сме коментирали до момента, справка от училище, преведена на английски или на италиански, портфолио, мотивационно писмо, копия от лична карта, абсолютно целият списък с документи за кандидатстване се изпраща към мен, като в периода 9-13 декември ще има часови диапазон, в който мога да ви запазя срещи, на който когато му е удобно, за да направите портфолио ревю. И както каза Петя, ако портфолиото ви е хубаво, добре оценено, ще получите предварително писмо за прием.
Писмо за предварителен прием по-скоро. Може
Да.
би по-удачно
Демек до
да се каже.
декември трябва да сме готови с абсолютно всичко, за да може
Ако искаш да се
тези
включиш.
срещи. Да,
Да.
окей.
Да. Uh-huh. So, Michele, I also
Yes.
I have a lot of questions. I want
I love it, your
and I
question.
love to talk with you as well. So I just wanted to ask, because what we are talking here is not the quantity, but as you said, the quality. So would you prefer explanation of each project, how it is created? Not only a mood board with inspiration, but also something that is said. And when a portfolio is too big and too heavy to go through it all the way, are you reading all the details, all the text that is put there? Do you have a time limit that, because it's like a pre-admission session, you are loaded of applications and you cannot spend 10 minutes? I'm talking not only about the fashion design, sorry, I know that is your specialty, but there are students that want to study filmmaking, animation, so maybe they have something to show, like a short video, but it's 3 minutes. When something like this is too much, and what would you suggest to make it very compact, but at the same time talking of the ideas?
So for in my case, being involved in the selection for a school with an educational point of view, I look at everything. This is not something that I'm going to suggest for the future, because in the future, for example, when you're going to apply for a job position, a lot of people are going to present their portfolio for the same position. So you have to catch the attention immediately and to be brief and to be immediate in order to show what you can do. Otherwise, the person that has to evaluate everyone, is going to scan through it immediately, and if it's bored at the second, third project, they're going to close the portfolio and move on to the next one. So try not to be repetitive again, so not to bore people. In my idea, it's fundamental to have a short text. When I say short, it means 2-3 sentences, no more than that, that give me an hint of what I'm going to see, and then image, because the image speaks a lot and speaks loudly. For school selection, it's fundamental to show the process, so everything that is behind it. My initial team, some of the images of the research, how to convey this research into a mood board, how to translate the mood board into sketches, into for example, what's called the storyboard, and then the final output. In the mood board, for example, for a video, you can show some image of the most important moment of the video, and then you can send a link in order to see it. 2 minutes and a half for a video, for a portfolio, it's something that is enough. If you send me a 10-minute video, it has to be a colossal. It has to be something that is, wow, I want to see it, because 10 minutes is a lot of time and have to be super amusing, super well done. So, and sometimes doing something so long doesn't help you, because if I get bored, I don't want to look at it, and I'm going to evaluate in a bad way. Sometimes it's better to create a video that is 30 seconds long, that maybe it's like a trailer, something very quick that can give me an idea of the atmosphere, of the images that you want to build, and that's enough. Because in 30 seconds, I understand how do you think, how do you see your point of view as a director, and how you build a process of thought, and that's enough for the portfolio.
And saying about mood board, you prefer to have a mood board for every project that is presented? Or yes, what to be included in this mood board? Random pictures in the same color, or something that looks very similar? What about the keywords, let's say? Should we explain somehow the mood board? What is a mood board, let's say, for a fashion design program? that I want to create a garment, let's say, and what my mood board should include?
So generally, there are two kinds of mood board. One that is more related with the word that I want to build, the imagery that I want to build. So picture that translate the idea. Please try not to be didascalic. So I want to take Sahara, the desert, as inspiration. I place the picture of the Sahara. It's not needed. I mean, everyone knows what is a desert. Try to use image in order to give sensation of what you want to tell. And this is a kind of mood board that gives this idea of mood that you want to create, the word that you want to create. There is another kind of mood board related with the element that you want to show. For example, for a collection, I'm going to show you the silhouettes that are similar to the one that I want to work with, the material that are similar to the one that I want to work, the color palette, the volumes, all the aspects that build together are going to represent my collection. For a movie, I'm going to take frames of films that are similar to the one that I want to build, similar to the point of view that I want to use for the shooting. For graphic design, I'm going to show you fonts that are similar to the one that I want to build, a poster that have layout similar to the one that I want, books, magazines that are similar to the one that I want to build, in order to give what you have to think that is that I have to look at the board and say, okay, this is what you're going to build, so I can see the consistency with the final result.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Има ли някои въпроси, защото аз продължавам с моите?
Може само
Но-
да попитам нещо.
Разбира се. Разбира се.
Hello, I wanted to ask for the just one second. Yeah, for the wait, I forgot my question. Wait. Wait, I have to remember.
Okay, while you're
Okay,
thinking
yeah,
about it. Okay. No, you're not ready. I think that I
може
didn't.
първо да попита някой друг и аз после ще се сета.
Somebody else will ask and then she will ask you.
Okay, so can I ask the question now? Okay, so my question is for fashion design. So if you make a portfolio with only illustrations without making a garment, is the garment giving you like more points for getting in, in the university?
No, in this moment, you're applying for a BA, it's okay if you don't have the skills to create your prototype. I mean, we are going to start from the basis, so it's okay if you are not able to show your prototypes. In your sketch, I want to see something that is connected with your team, with your idea of fashion, and I want to see something that can be thinkable, let's say. So think about what can be done, or think about the woman that you want to dress, or for example, you're going to tell me, I want to design something for the metaverse, so something that is impossible for this world. Okay, show me something that is really impossible, something that is something out of the world.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. So, something that I forgot to say that normally everyone asks me, in general, 4 to 6 double pages for each single project is enough. So don't use too much space because you're going to bore who is going to review your portfolio. 5, 4, 6 pages are enough.
That is
Okay,
for the fashion or for every BA?
That's in general for everyone.
Okay.
Then, if you need to have other 2 pages because your project is a huge project, you made a lot of research, you made a lot of prototypes, you made a lot of things, use 2 pages more. It's okay. As I said at the beginning, there are no fixed rule. So if you need 10 pages, it's okay, but try not to use 10 pages for each single project because it's too much.
Yeah, I get it.
Sophia?
Okay.
Okay, can I ask my question? I
Yeah.
don't get it. Okay, so do you look at grades? Because I know we have to send our grades. Do you look at them, and does our acceptation depends on them?
No, actually, no. Your acceptation will depend on your portfolio and your motivational letters.
You do not look at them at all.
No,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome. But because I think that your grades are connected with other subjects that are not connected with our BA, even if everything you have studied in the past will help you in your future. Remember that fashion, in my case, but graphic design, movie, everything connected with creativity is built on your knowledge. So more you know, the more you know in every possible field, not in your specific, just in your specific field, will be helpful and will be like a baggage of knowledge that you're going to bring with you and that is going to feed your creativity and help you in order to develop all the project in NABA, outside NABA, in the future. So be hungry of that. Be curious, go to exhibition, go outside, go in libraries and look at books, go to cinema and look at movies. Don't wait. And don't wait that the things will happen to you. Make them happen.
Thank you.
Welcome.
My turn again. I wanted to ask you if, because now in this digital era that we are all living in, and the hand drawing is not that in practice now, but everyone has his tablet and all the applications and programs available. So if my portfolio is built through digital drawing sketches, would you suggest to put information on how it is done? What is the application or which program I'm using? Is it important for you to know how this is done? Does it speak that I already have some experience with this, or I'm learning the basic steps of this? Does it really matter to you, or you just want to see the drawing itself?
No, this can be an interesting information that can be conveyed in the motivational letter, for example. Taking in mind that if I can't draw with hand, I can't draw digitally. The tablet is not a magical solution in order to get able to draw. You have to know how to use your hand in order then to translate that in digital world. Don't worry about it because we have in the first year a course dedicated to drawing and drawing for fashion, in my case, or drawing for design for the other path. So you will be able to draw, don't worry. And even if you're not going to be able, because it's not what you like to do, there are a lot of different ways to build the representation of your thinking. collages, for example. You can start from real elements and build in order to build a silhouette that will help me in order to develop, or help you in order to develop your garment. So don't worry about drawing.
It was actually my next question, how important it is, because many of the students that apply are not coming from a professional school related to design. So a lot of them are going to face this now when entering NABA. So you said you want to have the drawings, the hand drawings with each project. And if we are not able to provide this, how can we convey you that we are worth it in accepting us, even we cannot draw, but we have ideas?
Well, collages, for example, which is something that is quite easy to do because you just have to cut things and place them together. Easy in the making, complex in making something well done and representative of your point of view, can be a tools to do it. Or, for example, a project that I like to give to student that then doesn't know how to draw is to try to build a visual representation. Take a picture each single day for 3 weeks and show me a story around this picture. So focus on a theme and try to find that theme in your daily life, for example, and the way how the picture are taken and the way the picture are represented give me an idea of project. You don't have to have all the skills. We are going to build that, and in a lot of cases, I prefer when you didn't have study in this specific field, because you have a fresher point of view, and it's easier to give you our tools in order to work. And so don't worry. Convey your point of view. There's a lot of different way to do it. Don't think that you have to do in the most common way. Don't think that you just have to draw. You can use every tools that is available. You can use even AI. You want to use, for example, Midjourney to build images that represent your point of view. Wonderful, but you have to use the artificial intelligence as a tool not to be used by the artificial intelligence. So you have to look at the pictures and say, okay, this is exactly what I wanted to do. Now I can do better. I can go on and work on that.
Because there is a suggestion, if a student is not well prepared or doesn't have a portfolio, he can work on any of the assignments for each of the programs. So would you suggest, if I'm able to create a portfolio, to do my portfolio or to work on the assignment given by NABA? Or should I implement some part of the assignment in my portfolio? Does it really make a difference in the way you point the portfolios? You give points. I don't know what is the measurement actually, and how you evaluate the portfolios. Like good, maybe not. Is there still?
Actually, there is a grading process from 80, because you're going to enter the Italian way of grading in the university, from 0 till 30, where 0 is the lowest score and 30 is the higher score, and 18 being the sufficient. So you're going to receive a grade between 18 and 30 if you are sufficient, if you are okay to enter our courses. Related to your question, my suggestion is to develop the project sent by NABA and attach your portfolio if you have it. So you can have a double tool to present yourself.
I'm just checking if I'm not interrupting anybody that wants to ask question. Okay. So can you give us an example of each pathway that can be chosen in the BA courses, what the portfolio should include? So if I want to study fashion design, maybe I should include a specific type of projects. But if I want to study styling, let's say, maybe they are a little bit more different. The same as product and interior design, maybe. Can you give us short example?
Yeah, I can give you better example for fashion design and fashion styling. I can give you more my point of view for interior or for design, which are not the, but I'm not the one that are going to evaluate them. You have to take that in consideration. But for example, for fashion design is more connected with the idea of product, of garment, of collections. So if you want to enter that path, I prefer to see ideas of collections. So how you translate inspiration into garments, into manipulation for textile, into shapes, into elements that are connected with the final garment. If you want to enter the styling path, styling and communication path, we are speaking about images. So I would like to understand how you use fashion elements in order to build an image and to build a language. So how you use your garment, your wardrobe as a way to convey meaning. So how you match elements, how you select the person that is going to be shooted, the place where everything is happen in order to translate meaning. So if you want to choose this path, work more on the visual representation, work more on taking picture that involves fashion as a tool to translate a thought. For design, what is interesting is to understand your relation with object, because design is a thing about object in our life. So not just how you redraw a new chair or a new table, but how you interact with object. So think about the relationship that you have with object and design on it. For interior, it's the same, but the relation is human space. So think about the interaction that you have with space, with the space around you, with your home, with your school, with the street that you walk on every single day, and think how you can interact with that places, what you can change in order to make them better, and try to design around it. For cinema, there the relation is with the storytelling. Think about the story that you want to make it physical. Think about the character that are there, the places that are there, the point of view that you want to build, and design about it. But step back and think about the stories. Every movie is a story. Even the fashion movies, even design movies are stories. So think about what you want to say. And for design and for communication, the communication world, my suggestion is to start from research. Look at great graphic designer. But actually look around you. There's a lot of communication everywhere. For example, the pub where you meet your friends. I hope you still meet friends in pub and not just digitally. The place where you're going to make shopping. They have labels outside. They have a menu. They have things that visually communicate. Are they well made or not? How you can rethink them? How can you rebrand the bar where you take your coffee in the morning, for example? Can you make a new logo for them? Can you make a new menu? Can you make new flyers to communicate it? Start from you, start from your daily life. It's easier. You don't have to think something strange, something complicated. You can be the starting point of things.
My last question, I promise. You said, make me smile. How a portfolio can make you smile? What can make you, but also the committee that is evaluating portfolios? How can we make you smile? How can we connect emotionally with you?
Irony, it's always useful. Quirky point of view, it's interesting. Try not to be heavy. I mean, life is heavy. I know we are living in a complex world. It's true. Try to find new path, new way in order to be happy about what you are doing. That's in general, not just for the portfolio. And yes, I wanted to say a thing that flew out of my mind, but I'm going to take it back. Try to, okay, that's, you don't have to give us answer. You can give us question, and that's interesting because we can't be unsure of what we are saying, and that's okay. We are living a complex world, that's for sure, and it's okay not to be sure of things. Try to build up question, and that's already a wonderful starting point. So when you think about your collections that you want to design, your movie that you want to shoot, the book that you want to design, try to make question. Why are they useful? What do you want? Do I want to say? How can this help someone else? Maybe you are not going to find a solution, or maybe you find the answer, but you don't know how to do it. It's okay, but it's a starting point. And that starting point can help you in order to develop something. Because everything that is sure now, tomorrow will be completely unsure and completely opposite. So it's okay to embrace it. Thank you.
I'm just checking if there are any other questions. Ако имате още въпроси, може да ги зададете. Ако не, просто за тази вечер приключваме и ще имаме последната ни среща в четвъртък. Така че смело задавайте въпроси, ако имате такива. Michele, it looks like there are no more questions. So your presentation was full in every aspect, and I very much thank you for being here with us and giving us this useful information from inside the academy, so we can better prepare. I'm very happy to see you again, and hope to have another session like this where you can show us examples of portfolios, and we can look in the correct way and maybe not that correct way, like examples.
Actually, if we have 10 minutes more, I have some example. Okay.
We do. Yes, please.
Sorry, I have them. We always forget to show them. Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's show the screen. So messy. Here they are. I'm going to show you some portfolio that are really well done. Those are portfolio of students of the third year. So students that has already developed their path, but it's okay to look at them. Don't worry if you're not going to have the same level of accuracy. It's okay, but I want to show you something that can be reference for you for the future. In this case, this portfolio is well done because this student reached to convey an aesthetic point of view about their work. Here you can see its name. It's called, sorry, portfolio. It's not readable, but it's okay that it's not readable because looking at that, I can see an aesthetic and a way to think about design. As I said, he started with his contact. You can't see them just for privacy, but there was the name, the cell phone, and the email. An index with the project that are going to be presented, and then the project. Name of the project, the credits of the project, and the brief. So I can have a look at it. I can see the feelings around this project, and I can read what I'm going to see. A mood board, so image that represents the world that we are building up, the color palette. He started with texture that he is going to use in the fabric in order to convey his meaning. Prints. And then the drawings. Technical drawing and sketches in this case. In your case, just the sketches are enough. We are going to learn how to make technical drawings. All the collection. And then it chooses to build a shooting around it. So he show the kind of models that you want to involve, the place where you want to shoot it, a lookbook. So those were the garments that he designed. And this is the shooting. So you can see this was an idea, and then he find this place which is near to the idea, but not exactly the idea. Then we have a new project. Title, the credit, the definition. And here you can see that we have another mood. So something that is consistent visually with the previous project, but something that is personal, another point of view. Print designed for the project and the sketches with the prints inside. Good project. The garment that was realized and how you wanted to visualize it. So with this punk aesthetic. Another project, completely different mood. The new collection. The idea of representation. And the final shooting. Another project, another word, another point of view. And the new drawings. The mood board for the shooting and the final shooting. Again, new project, new mood board. What is interesting of this portfolio is the fact that the student has a personality, and he was able to translate it in different way in order to build the project. So we are not looking at just one way of designing, but different way of designing. Here, this was a print project. So Japan was the inspiration, and here's how the inspiration was translated, the print, and how the print can be used on the sketch. Another project, another way. Oh, sorry. And then he decided to have this extra project, so special project that he developed that are really concentrate. So you use just one page to do it. Another well done portfolio is this one. Nice cover. This gives me immediately a feeling about the kind of person that I'm going to review. Index, the small description, presentation of the student, the contacts, and then the project title, small description, an illustration that gives me a vibe, a mood board that gives me the vibe of this project with this, which is something between a description and something more evocative. The sketches of the collection, and then the final garments with the details. New project, title, description, these things that give me an idea of the vibe, the research. This was an idea of visualization, something between a mood board and a cover, and then the garments. The final garments made. Here you see, for example, the irony behind the project. It's not a classic shooting. It's something that involves a person more, that this was the granny of the designer. So something unconventional. This idea of writing can be something funny. Project, the research, the sketches, an idea of logo for this specific collection that then was used as a print, the sketches, and then the final garment. Lastly, last project, which is connected with the first one. And those were the prints designed for this collection. This was a fashion video, for example. So we have this kind of mood here. The research, so everything that he wanted to, so not everything he wanted to show, but the thought behind everything. Some frame from the video that are enough in order to convey meaning and convey the identity of this video. And then here there's a link in order to have a look at it. And then the closure. The last one is this one. another kind of identity. He chose to have this kind of illustration made by the designer, merging different existing illustrations. So those are collage, brief description of the designer, contacts, and in this case, he wrote what he can, the software that he can use, the language that he can speak, and what did he study previously. The index, so he chose to have those illustration to show the projects, and then going on. First project, the concept, the research, the visual research, how the research is conveyed into a collection, all the technical elements of the collection, so the color board, the material board, silhouette, the single garment with the technical drawings, and then the shooting. Second project, new illustration. We have these numbers that move around. Concept, the visual mood board and visual research. The collection, materials, technical drawings. Illustration, another project. Illustrations. Sorry, no, those illustrations were connected with this collection. New project. Okay. We have a concept here, the research, the visual research, the materials, and then again the collection. Details of the collection.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting, but
Yeah.
I can see that this file is 51 pages. And I assume you're not waiting this amount of projects from an applicant, right?
Yeah, exactly. As I said, this is a portfolio made by third-year students. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 projects. They can be a little less. In your case, they can be 3 are enough for this kind of application. For the future, 6 are still enough. In this case, you choose to have 2 more. It's okay. It's a little bit borderline. 6 are enough. Now I want to show you something that doesn't have to be done. The first one is this portfolio. As you can see, it's divided in 6 folders plus a project description, which is this one. First of all, there is no name, no description, no everything. So I don't know who made this project. And the folder is called the Portfolio 2. So it's really, really easy to lose the identity of this person. And then it's for a person that has to review, it's really difficult to do it because I have to open the first project, look at the project, then close it, and then open the description, read the description, go back to the image. It's something that I don't like to do it because I'm going to lose a lot of time in order to evaluate everything. Even if the projects are well made or not well made, it's not the point, but it's something that is disturbing for the person that has going to evaluate everything. And then it's just a description, a picture. That's not enough. I mean, it will be a matter of I like this picture or not. I like this sketch or not. Because I don't have anything behind it. I don't know where these sketches come from. What's the idea behind it? I can just read a sentence about it. It's not enough. It's really not enough. Another project, another portfolio is this one. First of all, this is not the NABA logo. If you want to apply for a university, check the logo of the university. It's not so so good to use. Actually, this is our old logo. We don't use this logo till 2000. So it's 20 years that we don't use this logo anymore. Showing something like that show that you don't care, that you don't inform you about where you want to study. So use the right logo. Place your name on the cover. Who is this portfolio? I don't know. I can't understand it. Then inside, I have this description with a drawing. What's the connection? I don't know. Then again, a description and a drawing. Description and some picture. It's not so connected. And this one is just one project. Just like that. Dun, dun, dun. A project is not enough. It's not enough in order to evaluate you and to understand what you can do, what you like to do, your point of view on fashion or on the creative field that you want to enter. Last one, actually, this is a project with a lot of interesting project, not well presented. I mean, it's okay to have your name in front, wonderful. Here, she placed a description of her name, like the birth. This is not needed, actually, but where she comes from, even the address is not needed. Name, where you come from, your email, your phone number, enough. An index with the project, but then she decided just to give a title and an image. What does it mean? What's the project? What was the purpose of the project? I don't know. Where this project come from? What's behind it? I don't know. It's not easy to evaluate these without having tools. I mean, I can see that this is a nice picture for sure. But for me, it's a nice person picture. For someone else, cannot be not so nice or not so well made. So pay attention, because if you just show me this, it's a matter of taste. I like it or I don't like it. Same here. A's. What does it mean? What is the purpose of this project? What I'm looking at. And the same for all the other projects. This can be Amy. Some picture, a mood board, maybe, some reference, maybe, I don't know. Then there is a collection, garment. Here it's more structure, but I don't know what I'm looking at. A picture and then the garment. This is the garment. She's wearing those outfits, or those outfits are inspired by that. I don't know. The French dispatch. Okay, I know what it is. What are those? Possible costume for this film, a collection inspired by the film, person that is going to have a look at the film. I don't know. So use your portfolio to explain what you can do. Welcome.
The last part, actually, with avoid doing this was very talking about really what we should keep in mind when structuring the portfolio. So thank you very much for sharing this. But the first part was actually like, oh, am I supposed to do that? But
no.
It's a third year student.
Yeah. Those are high level portfolio, and I don't expect to see something like that from you. But I want to show you good things in order to get inspired by that and to say, okay, in 2 years, I will be able to do something like that.
Thank you so much. Микеле.
Welcome. Thank you, Pitya.
Имате ли някакви въпроси? Нещо, което искате да попитате Микеле? So,
Don't
Michele,
worry.
there are no questions. As I told you, it was a brilliant presentation and sharing so many advices was very helpful. And thank you one more time that you spend from your time being with us tonight. And I hope that a lot of students participating in this meeting will show you their best projects based on your advices. And thank you again for being with us. Thank you.
I'm sure I will see a lot of interesting projects. Guys, good luck for everything. I really hope to see you in campus soon. In any case, good luck for everything for your future. And thank you, Pitya. It's always a pleasure to stay with you and with you guys. See you soon.
Thank you very much.
Michele.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.